Hi and welcome to my video about needle felting. I was asked to make this video to show how you can make models from wool without glue, no sewing involved, just a needle. So what you need is some raw wool, and so obviously it's not spun into yarn, it's just wool off the sheep that's been washed and carded or combed. And you need a needle. It's a special needle felting needle, and it's got tiny barbs on it which sort of mimic the barbs on a fibre of wool. So what happens is, you also need a piece of foam like this. What happens is when you stab the wool, it locks the fibres together and turns the wool into felt, so we can shape it. So I will show how to make a basic ball. First of all, you would wrap your wool into the shape required, and then you'll get the needle and just dab it like this. And once you have felted the wool, it can't be undone. The basic shapes really to make sculptures or models out of would be, you can make a ball, a tube, a cone shape, or a flap for things like ears. And what I've been doing is using this basic sheep's wool to make the core, the basis of a model, like a teddy bear, or I've made a few Christmas tree decorations. So you can see, obviously you would want to do this for longer than I have in this video, but you can see that it's a ball. It's not, you can't pull it apart, and that could form the basis of a teddy or a snowman or whatever you wanted to make. Once I've done this, so I would go ahead and make the model completely, and then if I wanted it to be a different colour, this is where your dyed roving comes in. This is merino dyed roving. You can get it in any colour. So you would pull a length off like this, just a small amount, only takes a small amount, and wrap it wherever you wanted it to go on your model, and dab it into place. And keep going until the whole ball is covered. To attach two pieces together, again, say this was the body and I wanted to put a head on it, you would just put the head on the top and just dab it into place and it sticks. So I'll just quickly show some finished product. Sorry about that, I had to go and get them. I've made a Christmas tree bauble, which you can see I've just covered in blue and laid on strips of green to make the swirls, and then dabbed that into place. I've also added a hanger. I made a Santa by leaving some of the roving loose for his beard. And he has a jingle bell. and a tie again. That's another one. Out of natural wool, made a little snowman. This was probably only my, I don't know, third attempt at needle felting, so it kind of shows how easy it is, and my 7-year-old can do it. But with children, you'd want to supervise because the needles are really sharp, and they say you'll only poke yourself once, but I've poked myself lots of times. Mike Wazowski. This one was really tricky. Ideally, you'd probably want to use an armature, which is a metal frame that you then felt onto. So you'd make up like a frame skeleton and felt onto that. I didn't do that. I did it the hard way and made the arms and legs just with felt, which took a lot of felting because they're so small, and you know, to get the water felt together to make a thin tube like that is pretty difficult. It takes some patience. And then attach them onto them. I've made a little owl. There are tons of things you can make. So, that is about, I think, all I have to say. It's so simple and so easy to learn. The only skill you really need is to be fairly good at sculpting shapes. Things like the eyes can be quite intricate and tricky to do, but it depends on how detailed you want your items to be. And that's about it. I think once I've made a few more elaborate designs, I'll put another video on. But any questions, comment below. Thank you for watching.